Hey everybody, this is NovaXIX plays the Stanley Parable, and if there's any question, clearly displayed on the screen here is you are playing the Stanley Parable, the Parable of Stanley. This is a narration-driven game, so you listen to the narrator gives you choices, and you go about doing whatever the choices are, whatever you've chosen. It's pretty good, considering how basic. The only gameplay is perhaps opening doors and walking around. That's it. But you'd see it now anyway, so please enjoy this episode of the Stanley Parable. The only problem with this game, it's not really a problem, it's something you'll get over, but it does take a while to load. But for the gameplay, the game itself is very entertaining, so it's worth it. It's worth just sitting here staring at the loading icon. You try and give it moral support. You try and look at it and go, you can do it. Go on. Oh, there you go. You moved. Come on. You can do it. I have faith in you. Or you can get up and make some coffee. Oh, never mind. We're getting somewhere. That's good. Anyway, you will, I have no idea. It's random what I'm going to choose, the choices I'll take. It'll be completely random. I have not planned this out beforehand. I probably should have, but I didn't. So we'll see where we go. And hopefully it'll be a good experience for you and for me. And here we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yes, this is a good office. I can see why he never leaves here. I'd never leave here. Until now. Dun 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 dun. I'm out. I'm free. Freedom. Freedom.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Maybe there's no freedom around here. It was all a heinous lie. Maybe there's freedom around the corner. It's very strange. Something mysterious is afoot.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Like I was saying about basic gameplay, this is about it. What you've seen so far of the game, that's about it for gameplay. You can't even jump. But gameplay is not really the attraction of this game. It's the entertainment value you get out of it, which you'll soon see. And this walkthrough is just one of many. Many. Aha! No one's there. Oh well. I'm bound to find someone somewhere at some point.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe it is a good employee lounge. I'll go and admire it. So they all left, but they all took the time to lock their doors. Security conscious, I like it.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's a great room. I love the design, the paint, the color scheme. I love it all.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is. It's very worth it.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, Stanley did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It is.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger. Danger everywhere. That's it. That sign gets straight to the point. I like it. But I'm not seeing any danger here. 2B1.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. No, I didn't.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, he's gone to all this trouble, so, I suppose I will go through the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh look, another loading screen. Oh joy.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. It's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
I wonder if people on LSD see stuff like this. Time for me to go. Or is it? In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Okay, that's fine. Enough of this. Well, this corridor's a letdown. Got everything up there with the lights and the music and the platform spinning around. I'm not sure if it was spinning, but I'm sure there was a platform. And we got this room with, I don't know, plaster on the walls or something. Concrete with chalk or cement. Let down.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Not that much at stake then. But I'll try not to die.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, I do have to jump. Okay. Daddy buys.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Stanley can't even die properly.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I'm sure I'm supposed to do something. I just don't know what. I can't walk over the edge. And this seems to just be repeating itself over and over and over again.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Apart from an ending.
No. No, no. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Attempt number 2. Most people don't have to attempt suicide twice. Either succeed the first time or end up in jail.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do... My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
So, the choice is before me are to go back to that room and just stay there for eternity, or throw myself off this platform. Well, I know what choice I'm making.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
I hope so.
I'm going back.
Well, that was one of the playthroughs of the Stanley Parable. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just like 18 endings or something like that, some large number like that. There's all different choices. It's good. It shows how, you know, choice in games can affect the ending, and you know, it's good. It's got a good story to it. Sort of. It actually has got a story to it. Small story. And every time you die, you start back from the beginning like this. At any call, it's late. At any point, I am going now. So this has been NovaXIX playing the Stanley Parable. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye bye.